All right, welcome to TrainWorld Facebook Live. I'm Ken Bianco, owner of TrainWorld, and we have Mike Wolf here, owner of MTH Electric Trains. All right,
how you doing?
And Anthony Bianco, also owner of TrainWorld. And we're here today to tell you about Mike's MTH's brand new catalog that just came out, and that catalog will be live on our website, TrainWorld's website, by the end of the next week. And Mike, can you tell us about certain items that are in there that are new, different, exciting?
Yeah, and there's another catalog, they're ready to run, which is up online, which is a little before that, which we got a lot of the lighted stuff. You can see the bridge here. We came out with the houses and the station and the cars last year, and they were gone instantly, so we're putting more lights on there, which leads us to, in the new catalog, we're doing the Canadian Pacific holiday train, which is which actually runs and has those lights on it.
Yeah, very cool.
And it has 3 box cars with lights, the same Christmas lights around it, and 3 observation cars, which is the way they run it. So this is going to be this is hot. It's on OGR. You can the forum. You can read about it. A lot of people really excited about it. So that's, and also in the RTR book we have the set and rail king. So all you guys who have the 031 layouts, you're going to be able to get the same train except in.
So it comes in Canadian Pacific and Christmas, right? The Christmas train has the lights also.
And the rail king. Rail king. And the Premier, it's the AC 4400, which is the engine that they're using up there, and actually the number, this is the train that they're running every year as the holiday train.
And it says Canadian Pacific holiday train right across, and all this lights up. All the box cars light up. And you don't even have to shut the lights off in the room to see it. As you see this bridge there, bright as can be.
And the it is available in 2-rail too for those 2-rail guys out there.
Okay.
Very nice. We got a lot of Subway fans out there. These Subway trains just recently came out. And Mike, you want to talk about the success of your MTH Subways? You also came out with them in HO as well recently.
Absolutely. The Subways have always been, with the station stops, have always been very popular. TrainWorld sells the biggest portion of it because up in New York, it's they're really hot. All the Subways over the years we've made in O-Gauge, which led us into the HO, and the HO runs with the station stops northbound and southbound. They're really cool.
We even got guys on Army and into trains. They just buy them to display them. They work for the transit system, and they just want to put it on their shelves or whatever.
That's correct.
But they love when it does the station stops, when it talks about that exact stop that person gets on or gets off at.
Right, to go to work on that train every day, you gotta have it.
Yep.
And Mike, what about an MTH HO catalog or brochure? Anything on that coming out, or new items HO?
Well, new items, and I guess I'll tell you here.
Oh boy!
You heard it here
TV.
first.
All right.
We have On the Water, which we haven't announced yet. The NWJs, the one that was just restored. Spirit of Roanoke will be on the cab, just like the one they're running now in the Excursion. So we got the J's coming in. And we also have the SP cab forwards, which will ship in about a month.
Okay.
We haven't announced these yet.
HO.
We're talking HO. Wow. Haven't announced them yet. And we'll be making passenger cars for the NWJ, so you'll be able to get that set again.
Nice.
So those are 2 announced right here on Facebook.
Very cool.
Are they metal or plastic?
Diecast.
The bodies.
All diecast.
Yeah, and we're also getting a lot more suggestions from customers. We're talking. They want to see an AC9 in HO, SP Daylight Steam number 749 in HO. So keep on doing HO, Mike. A lot of requests.
At the end of the broadcast, we're going to post Mike's telephone number, cell number. Just keep calling him.
I'm just going to have it forward to his phone, and not his work phone either.
Yep. So,
but we got a lot of good stuff here. A lot of new engines. This 9/11 First Responder Series and the Veterans Series has been fantastic. And that you got coming out in HO also, don't you?
No, not.
Well, the Jeep.
The GP, the GP38, but I don't have the SD60.
Okay, in HO though.
Right, also in G-Scale. We got the Dash 8s.
That I was impressed with. Right. That G-Scale, wow.
Freight cars.
Wow.
Now, when do you think those will be out in G-Scale?
G-Scale will be this
sometime
year.
This year.
Yeah, this summer. Yeah, all the freight cars.
And I haven't seen it done in G-Scale, so that's something new, different, exciting for the G-Scalers out there.
Mike's always the first in doing anything. Always. And they all copy him.
Very good. Very good. And see a new paint scheme in O-Scale.
That engine just wrecked a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah. That was unbelievable. Sad to see it flip over. But if you guys check out the Google it, it's some crazy pictures of this actual engine flipping over.
Just don't duplicate the scene.
Yeah. But
I had a Norfolk and Southern guy here yesterday, and I asked him, okay, now that this one's crashed, can you paint up a new scheme so that all the guys in the train world can get something new, prototypical from Norfolk Southern?
So there's basically...
He said he'd pass it on.
So thank God the guys are okay.
They are right.
The crew,
they walked away.
That was good.
So they got a blue scheme. There's a black scheme.
Right on the cover of the catalog with the blue stripe, and it also has one with the red stripe. So, and that's in the catalog also. These are AC 4400s.
And you got that the black and green scheme in the
right in the GP40, which is the Eco scheme.
Yeah, that's my favorite out of all of them. I think it looks really, really cool. And that's a Premier also?
That's Premier also. Let me see if I can find it here.
It's come.
Too many diesels.
How many pages is this catalog? This one right here. Really nice paint scheme for Norfolk Southern.
And that's something new, exciting for O-Gauge.
And we do discount these prices. These are the suggested list prices.
I got Jersey Transit too for those Jersey guys.
Very cool.
Rocky Mountaineer.
Yeah,
that's a new one.
Yeah, it runs out there. There's passenger cars also, which you probably come out with later. Yeah, that this is an excursion ride. You can ride through the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, very good. All right. I got to get on a train ride one of these days.
So now let's talk about the engines with the flashing lights. I see we got the Halloween version here.
That's correct.
And this is like the coolest thing in O-Gauge right now, these charging lights. And Mike's coming out with some different paint schemes. And Mike, you want to tell us about the new engines you have coming out?
We have a Freedom one with red, white, and blue.
Wow.
It says "Let's Roll" up here on the.
So those lights are gonna.
They're gonna run red, white, and blue. Yeah,
wow.
It's gonna be really
wow.
cool. Nice. So we'll start making a.
All you patriots out there.
That's right. And then we'll have a whole line of cars to go with them.
That's got the American flag on it, I think.
It has a little American flag and it has the seal, the presidential seal.
Okay.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. And so right now we have around 100 people watching live. Mike Wolf, CEO of MTH Trains. We're talking O-Gauge, HO, G-Scale, all new products. And Ken Bianco, Sr.
Wi-Fi apps.
Yeah, Anthony Jr. as well. So, and also we got some more Halloween trains and some
we got a steam engine up here.
New items coming out as well. And some of these, the Hiawatha was a very nice engine.
And on our website, we're going to be making sections now to find all the Halloween in one spot, so it's a lot easier to find what they made for it, because when you start searching through all 1,000 boxcars, it's hard to find, but now we're going to make Halloween section, holiday section, veterans section, first
Mike
responder
Wolf section.
We're going to make it a lot easier for you guys to find this stuff now.
Here's the Crusader. Very cool. All right, and let's maybe talk about a little bit of G-Scale.
Wait, before we do that, let's talk the big boys. We're making O-Gauge big boys. Right. This is going to be all the different numbers Mike wants to make.
Every time we make the big boy, we get requests for a different number that's in a different museum. Like the one in Scranton, we haven't made since the 90s. And so people say, hey, how come you haven't read? I can't find it anywhere. So this time we're going to make a preservation series. We're going to make every number that's in every museum. So if you've been to the museum, you've seen the big boy, you put your hands on it, you want it, now you can get a model of that big boy or big boys, all the ones you've seen in the museums. So that's going to be in there. Also 4014, which is real popular, and that has the smoking whistle that you'll be able to play the smoking whistle with the Wi-Fi app.
And the price is very reasonable.
Yeah.
It's
All
amazing
diecast.
detail. Amazing detail on this. This is like that piece you put in your office on the display on a mantle also if you don't run them.
Absolutely.
It's spectacular.
All right. The Andrew had a question on the NS ES44 AC that will not have the flashing lights.
No, only the ES44, the AC 4400s don't have flashing lights. But there was the real GE ES44, so that's why we put the flashing lights on it. And we've made it in Rail King, we've made it in Premier, and we've made it in HO.
All right. Lisa with a little complicated question. Can you double head or triple head engines with new premium upgrade with MTH app? I don't know if that's possible.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Wow.
The new premium app does all the things that the regular DCS remote does. It runs legacy, actually runs legacy better than the legacy system. It runs all conventional engines, so if you have an old 1950s engine, old Tinplate engine from the 30s, you can run it on the same track with a digital engine. So that premium app is really cool. Go to either your Android's Play Store or your App Store on your Apple and download the app and get it for free and check it all out. And then if you want to run the trains, get the AIU, you can do switches, accessories. It's really cool.
And the HO scale catalog, we briefly talked about it. It may be a brochure. Some new items will be announced. Zach wants to know, can you do Tier 4 ones, ET44AC and ET44C4s?
Obviously, those are on our list. That just not enough real railroads have purchased them yet for us to justify the tooling to get the quantity. We need to get enough quantity to pay for that tooling. Those tools with the high detail is pretty expensive, so we need to get more railroads to buy them. Norfolk Southern's just been repainting and refurbing a lot of engines until the Tier 4 technology has really proved out, and so when that happens, I think the rest of the railroads will buy them.
All right.
And hopefully paint them in a lot of cool colors like the first responders and the honoring the veterans and all the things that Norfolk Southern's been doing.
The big boy, and sorry guys if I haven't answered your question or there's just so many things coming in right now, it's a little overwhelming, so I'm trying to address whatever I can, but I do apologize if I skip a couple. The big boy, will that be in PA? Are you Pennsylvania big boy?
No, only Union Pacific.
Union Pacific.
Union Pacific, but in Scranton they
Scranton.
have one at the museum in Scranton.
Okay.
And we'll have that cab number.
You'll have the cab number. Okay.
Right,
I think that's what he was
right.
probably asking.
Right.
So that's great. How about a SD60E and HO scale?
That's again another one that not many railroads have the real one. So until they do, and hopefully that will happen, we'll make some more of those.
How do you guys think about them making up railroads for certain engines and not doing so prototypically? Let us know how you feel about that. If there's something you want them to make that you think would be cool in that style engine, let us know.
Also, you'll see in this new catalog lots of colors, lots of small little railroads, little short lines. So there's a lot of stuff for everybody in there.
I mean, it's no longer a black catalog.
That's right.
The black engines, steam engines, like that. There you go. Now we're getting color. And that Reading, what is that? Reading Northern?
Reading Northern, they're restoring.
Yeah.
We're doing that Pacific. Now we have it cataloged in the old scheme. I learned that up here. They just repainted the thing. They're sending me paint chips, so my thought is not necessarily just do it in the new scheme, but maybe do on catalog with the new scheme and the old scheme. That way the people who helped work on the old scheme can get that. We're also going to move the headlight down to the front, the boiler front, and the bell up. So all those guys that are worried about that are Reading Northern fans, have seen that thing. That's gonna be right.
Okay. And any way you guys could talk about what show we're at right now, because a lot of guys asking what show we're at and showing off. So.
Well, we're at the York TCA show in York, Pennsylvania, and it's a members-only show, but this is the first time for Friday and Saturday, and today is Saturday, the last day of the show, where it was open to the public. So it's yesterday we had quite a few people coming through that were not members, and they fell in love with it. They can't believe that this is
joined the
such a great
TCA.
thing.
They were telling me out there they're signing up for the TCA. I mean, there's buildings of trains here, and it's a great get to see layouts and that type of thing. So it's great to meet the public, and we're here upgrading DCS sets for free for people who bring their TIUs and handhelds here. So if you're in the local area, bring your TIU over. We'll we'll load the new code that you can work with the Premium app. You have to have the 6.0 code, which you can get on our website and download, but for a service, we're doing it here and displaying everything.
And if you have old trains and you just want to pull them out, there's plenty of, they sell parts at the train shows. There's guys that do repairs. They help you get into it again and modernize and get the newer stuff that will also run on your layouts. So it's a great hobby. It really is a great hobby for the family.
World's greatest hobby.
For all you guys that thought Rich Foster was going to be here, it's too early in the morning for him.
Right.
He's having breakfast. He just got up.
Mike, we're actually getting chants online for Rich Foster. So
it must be Rich Foster. He must have just woke up, got online. So.
But we're getting tons of suggestions on what to make.
Well, fill out your warranty cards. You buy our stuff, fill out our warranty cards. We use that. I mean, that input. There's a buyer who bought our stuff, so those are important. A lot of them, I know, I get warranty cards. I throw them away. But the main use of the warranty card for us is to get information. We ask you the size of your layout, so we know whether we go more Rail King or Premier. So, the size, the curves of the track. We ask what kind of products you want to see. So fill that out.
So you're telling us you listen to the customer.
We try to listen to the customer.
Ain't many manufacturers that do that.
No, that's, you built that's just like the Reading Northern. It was up here at the last York. The group that were restoring that engine came up and begged me to make it, and I said, "Okay, I'll think about it." And when I got home, I said, "Let's do that. Let's do the Reading Northern." So it put the Pacific. So there's lots of different colors of the Pacifics in there that we're doing. A wide range, something for everybody. If you're getting one of those that you're happy that was put in the catalog, it's because of those Reading Northern guys. So, we listen to you. Let us know what you want.
The warranty cards. So when someone's new to the hobby and buys an engine, what kind of warranty, I guess?
It's a year warranty. Yep, on all parts and service and labor.
That's great. And Ram, basic question, wants to go with the starter set. You guys actually just announced 2 new starter sets, and you're ready to run.
More than 2, but we have the first responders.
Huge announcements with the first responders, which are going to be pretty hot.
We got the first responders. We got the Amtrak set. We got steam 2 Pennsy, a passenger and freight steam set. But all the sets this year will be a Wi-Fi train set, meaning you'll be able to run them with your smartphones, whether it's Android or whether it's Apple, and you can walk into these stores and a good store like Trainland and TrainWorld are going to have a train there that you're going to be able to walk up to, log on to. You got the remote control. You're running the trains. Think about that. All of the kids that come through your house, your grandkids, they have these phones and they watch your train running around. You want to be the where your grandkids want to hang out. Get them to run it with their phone. Bring it in. They can download the free app, and instantly they got a remote control also. And you and grandfather and the kids can be playing with the trains together. It's a great hobby. You can expand it that way. Kids will get into it. There's a lot of positive things that we've invested over $400,000 just in writing these apps, and we believe in it. We believe that it'll get new people in it, and when you run trains that way, it is so much fun and so easy.
Yep, and
it's the next level.
The first responders set will kind of look like this, a train set. Not exactly, but kind of. And the lot of requests for Tinplate, more Tinplate, please. Mike is actually a huge Tinplate fan. So, Mike, why do you love Tinplate so much?
Well, my first job when I was 12 years old was working for Williams, assembling couplers for 381s and number 9s and building the trains, and I can remember I wanted to make enough money someday that I could afford a 381 because it's a work of art. I mean, think about those old Tinplate trains as toys back in the 30s, and a kid getting one of those. And so I got a Tinplate layout in my basement. My walls are full of, in my office are full of Tinplate trains. I love them. The 400E is my favorite engine. It's in our logo. That's the 400E. So Tinplate is my love. I know it's a small niche market, but running around the Christmas tree with those colors, beautiful colors that Joshua Lionel Cohen picked out, they're just historic, and I love it.
The hall is empty today because we're actually before York, so this is not open yet. But
Yeah, Anthony,
I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, wake these guys up, and drive up here for Facebook Live as well.
Yeah, Anthony, go through with Mike the G-Scale and the daylight engine. That's kind of important too, this thing.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, before we go to G-Scale, let's talk about the Southern Pacific Daylight locomotive here. This is a real work of art right here. Why don't you tell us some of the features on...
Yeah, it's all die-cast. It's got a Protosound 3 sound system in it, Mars Light, operating Mars Light. This is the O-gauge one. Now, for all those G-Scale guys, we are making the same engine in the American Freedom and the BNSF, and same with the O-gauge. But both, all the schemes that they came in, the Southern Pacific Black, the Western Pacific, so you'll be able to get that in either O die-cast or in one gauge. That's the engine this year. Last year it was the big boy. This year it's the GS4.
very nice.
Very
And
nice. Yeah, let's move on down to the G-Scale section right here. And of course, this was one of the biggest announcements was the G-Scale, the first responders and the
honoring veterans.
We're making the Dash 8s to go with these, and also box cars, so you'll be able to make a first responder. So all those first responders out there and veterans, we got a train for you.
Beautiful.
Hopper cars.
Hoppers. We got also look at the wheels. They're not plastic.
They're all metal.
Hey Ken, Diane from the TCA is here, and she's got some donuts for us. See the hospitality here?
We got donuts.
Goodness gracious. Good morning.
Why
Welcome to TCA.
Why should people join the TCA?
Because it's fun. We have a nice group, and we have a good time, and we have lots of trains.
And you're missing
And free
All
donuts.
sizes,
And donuts.
And free donuts.
Very good, very good.
Thanks.
And we're getting a call for the Spartan Cabs SD70s, and if we could run back to the Christmas. A lot of people talking about Christmas. And Ram, first you got to decide if you want HO or O scale as a size. O gauge is bigger than HO. HO is half the size of O scale, so decide what kind of scale you want. But here are some of the new Christmas Village buildings that Mike has, and you see the lights on it. Really cool, neat.
And this bridge we're going to also make, you can see in the catalog, so you can first put it on your layout at Christmas time, but then there's a replacement bridge you can put on that we're selling that's silver with all white lights. And so there's real train bridges throughout the U.S. that they put lights on them to decorate the towns, but not just for Christmas time, but all through the year. So you get the silver one, put it on your layout throughout the year, and at Christmas time replace it with the red with the colored lights.
Very cool, very cool. And just to show,
Rich Foster might be coming in.
oh, look, the chants of Rich Foster are on Facebook Live. They all want Rich.
There he is.
We want Rich. We want Rich.
More Rich, less Mike.
All right. And just to show everyone the size difference between O gauge and HO, I'm going to come around here. So Mike does make HO trains, and you can see this is O scale and HO is half the size of O. And Mike, are you making extra parts for the G scale GS4?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you heard
Yes,
it
we are.
here.
We made a whole lot of extra parts for the big boy this run, so each time we make an engine, we restock the parts, and we also have requests of certain parts.
right.
Detail parts, maybe the engine flew off the track or it broke, so we get those.
Yeah, also, Ken, they're making the New Jersey Transit ALP 46, which is a really cool paint job. And what's your nickname for this?
Well, it's the nickname of the real train. It's the Elvis engine.
The Elvis.
It's got the black sideburns, and the guys at Jersey work at Jersey Transit call it the Elvis
Yeah,
engine.
very cool, very cool. And there's a lot of Jersey Transit stuff
Oh,
this
absolutely.
time. There's about 4, 5, 6 engines in here.
Yep.
So it's this is going to be a good Jersey catalog for sure. Norfolk Southern, Jersey, some nice stuff in here.
And people are calling for Andy to make an appearance. Andy! There we go. There we go. Everybody wants to see the MTH crew.
And let's talk about the Wi-Fi. We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the Wi-Fi, like I said, you got a nice color screen. This is my phone, but you can have it on an iPad. You can have it on an Android tablet. You simply up and down for you can see the couplers and the headlight and the smoke and the PFA. Makes it so simple. You go over here to all those, used to be soft keys, now you can, all the custom sounds, the custom lights, the trip odometer, all the Protosound 2, Protosound 3 engines have that back since 2000. You can see how many miles are on your engine. You go in here and query it, what the track voltage, you can read out the track voltage, the track signal, check your track out. So all those features have always been in there. A lot of people don't use it because it hasn't been easy to find. So all the different settings, it's very easy to use this. You can download it. It's a free app to see it. You can access catalogs on here. So it's MTH space DCS. Search both your Play Store or your App Store for Apple, and you can download it, check it out, and then you can upgrade it to run the. Over here you can see the. This is our basic station. We're showing it at the show. So anybody who just has a 4x8, they need a TIU, a Wi-Fi box. It comes with the cable to plug into the TIU. So if you already got DCS, all you need is this Wi-Fi box. If you got an old TIU, you'll need to get an RS-232 cable that plugs into the USB for the Wi-Fi. But if you have a more modern TIU, you got the square USB on the TIU, and you can plug it into the Wi-Fi box. So this is your basic thing: transformer, DCS, Wi-Fi box, and then you download the app. You're playing with the trains. If you want to get a more expanded layout, then you would want to get the AIU, which is over at this display. We've got a couple of the basic displays for people to download on their phone and play with the trains.
Yesterday when I was passing by, I saw a 6-year-old playing with this, and all the adults were watching. He was like teaching the adults how to use it.
So you just simply press start up on the engine. You can just touch the speed that you want it to go, and the engine is going the speed. And you just pull down the whistle, just like a whistle in a real cab. And over here is the AIU I was telling you about. And this one you can hook up the accessories and the switches. And then you can, with the premium app, you'll be able to run anybody's switches, not just MTH's switches. You don't need to add anything to the switch. You add it to the, you can add a Lionel switch, anybody's switch, Atlas, guard graves, whatever you have. You put that in the, wired into the AIU. The AIU is just a bank of relays. You can put multiple accessories into there. And then with the app, you'll be able to go into the switch and accessory settings and make multiple switches, and we call those routes, and then multiple accessories, we call those scenes, and so you can program all together and work. We're doing the...
All right. Well, we have to go now. We're just starting to open up the show. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live. We'll see you at the next one. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.